you guys are you setting up camp here? Is that what I was getting
Yep.
at?
Small, tight camp.
All right, cool. Um, it's pretty late now in the night. It's like in the middle of the like late at night, early morning, essentially. If you guys want to stay up at all, someone to keep watch, you can. Whoever that's gonna be may start pushing exhaustion a little. Um,
I'll take the first watch because we've been basically rotating at this point, so I'll land first this time.
You're gonna call it first if we've already watched already.
I think this might be last watch.
Thank you. Nice try, Slick.
You know what I meant.
all right.
Can't say
But
it
yeah,
there.
I'll keep watch.
All right, so Solrak stays up for the night. Make both a perception and a constitution check.
Perception with advantage. Right?
Yes. Damn, Sam. As you guys made your way on up here, you don't seem to hear that screeching sound has gotten any closer. You don't seem to hear it from where you are at currently at all. Seems
What was
like
the other one you wanted me to do?
a
Dramatic?
constitution.
Constitution. Save. Yeah. Woohoo! 20 fizzle!
Damn, Sam. Yeah, so you are pretty exhausted at this point from having to wake back up in the middle of the night and being traveling for even longer than you planned on doing so, but you got that slow rack energy inside you and doesn't seem to wear you down or tire you out too much. But yeah, as I said, you don't seem to hear any of that owlbear screeching, and you can call it a night if you'd like.
Yeah, that sounds excellent.
Cool. All right. Sorak finds his sleep. You guys all cuddle away for the evening, wondering if there's any owlbears or giants that may be lurking into your area. And you guys, as you're drifting off to sleep and you're resting there for the evening, Fang, you wake up suddenly as a mosquito bites you right on your cheek. You just smack it and kind of stings you and it itches a bit, and you just notice that the sun has gotten up at this point. You guys have all completed your long rest.
Yeah. We must be in a marshy area. It's awfully muggy. Mosquitoes. My dad did always say I had some sweet blood.
So everyone wakes up in the morning. Is there anything you guys need to do around camp before you get going, or should we hit the dusty trail?
Gents, do you recall ever?
When I pack up, just real quick, when I pack up camp, I'm going to make sure to cover up our tracks, just in case there's something at the door, something that watches, or anything following us.
All right.
Go on.
Cool. Fang, are you gonna do something?
Yes. Gents, did you recall ever seeing any water source upon getting to new camp?
Well, isn't that a river over there? We're still beside the river, right?
Hey, you guys are on the north side of the road currently. The river's on the south side of the road, but yeah, I mean it's not too far away from where you guys are, and you guys know it kind of trails all the way along where you guys are heading.
Yes. If you guys don't mind, I will. I'll just take a quick dip and bathe real quick. It's been a couple of days. I still feel. Actually, I feel grosser.
You go ahead and freshen up, my friend, and I'm gonna just keep putting camp together, or putting camp away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Just remember, I just still don't believe that you can tap that 10 of a cannonball that I did. Bang. Try.
That settles it. Cormo, come along with me. And I hop on his back. I yell, hip, hip. He flies about 20 feet in the air. And I I have him kind of hold me by his talons, and I swing off and do a double backflip and land perfectly feet down into the water.
It's pretty. Make a acrobatics check.
Yeah, I hope he gets it. Nat one.
23.
Oh!
Add an extra backflip to that.
Double backflip, feet in first, barely any splash in the water at all. Super graceful.
And I poke my head up and I just spit water out like a perfect fountain. And I walk out of the water and I do like one of these like little gymnasts sort of like when they end their routine. Yes. And then I bow to Solrak.
I'd like to make fun of Fang, but seeing that was pretty awesome, I look over at Bruce and say, that was pretty damn talented. I gave him a golf clap. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate a man that gives credit where credit is due. Yes, I know that was flawless.
Little splash too. That was pretty tough, especially because it's like a cannonball situation. It's like, well, I thought that was physically possible. So pretty good.
I mean, to be fair, it does help that I do have a slow fall. But yes, maybe next time you can learn a thing or two from my technique, and you can the student can become the teacher.
Yeah, see, humility there. Yeah, totally.
You're right.
See that.
Especially considering, I guess you're the smartest one of the group, huh?
Well, you see, there we go. Finally, we all know where I fall.
Yes. All right, gents.
See, they're catching along.
Bork pops out of the cab at this point in time, with his hands behind his back, looking all sheepishly, and looks over down at the party who's coming up from the river now and walking on their way back up to the where you guys are all camped at. And he says, "Hey, good morning, fellas. How are you all doing today?"
Better now after I know I just whooped Solrak's ass in a diving competition.
Oh, I mean, did you have any doubt that you could, not beat him? I mean, look at him. He's kind of a meathead.
And look at me, right? I know, it's unbelievable. I can't believe he would try to
You guys got
compete
0% body hair. It's crazy. I figure.
It helps with the aerodynamics, I'm sure.
It's true.
You're damn right.
And speaking of aerodynamics, Fang, I've completed working on your boots here.
No way.
I certainly did.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you got all this time to kill during travel.
Well, you gotta do something. The idle hands are the devil's playthings, is what they say.
Is that what they say?
Yes, that's why Wilmore is always so busy with his hands, because God only knows what he'd be doing if he wasn't.
Yeah, precisely. Alright, let's see what you've done.
So hairy.
Let's see what you've done to these boots, buddy.
So he pulls them out from behind his back, and just like Solrak's gauntlets, he's got a ribbon tied around them with a nice bow on top of it. And says, "Here, check them out. Didn't make them look too spiffy or anything, but I thought this little subtle pattern of some swirling storm clouds on the sole here would, I think it's just your style for an airbender as yourself."
I love that nice little aesthetic touch.
Yes. You want me to give you a quick little run through of how you can make these babies work? And what
If you don't mind.
Sure. So you can go on, slip them on. Go ahead and
Sure.
throw them on, and you can activate them just by getting a nice little pep in your step and clicking them together, 1, 2, and take off. Let's see what you got.
Easy. All right. Okay. A little pep in my step right there. A little 1, 2 click of the heel, and whoa.
And
These are incredible.
Fang, after he clicks his heels a bit and begins to start moving, you guys notice he starts to levitate off the ground a bit, and he begins to pulse forward in this great rate of speed.
Whoa. I look at where Brutus. I gotta quit drinking.
And when he lands down on the ground, his feet connect back down, and you guys just see this like little circling around the boots, seem like this electrical energy, just like a nucleus with an just kind of swirling around it like Saturn's rings almost, and just kind of fades away, and the electricity dissipates.
Whoa, Bork, you are the man. What the hell did you do to those things?
That's one slick monk.
Well, it's it's all in a day's work or two. You guys, I told you, if you give me anything, I put my mind to it and make it happen.
You sure did.
Anything. Chaddington, do you have anything you can give to Bork over there?
I have no idea, Borky Bork. What exactly do you could you do with some of this stuff? I guess
Something?
Well, I am an alchemist and a artificer of sorts, so I can invent and warp and manipulate all sorts of things, and especially if I use some of these handy dandy. And he pulls out a vial from this like leather. He's got like this leather band that wraps around his upper thigh, and around it you guys see all these different vials with these different colored liquids inside of it. All it takes is a little bit of magic, and he shakes it around.
Ooh. Well, I really don't know anything that you could do for me, friend.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about I feel like my time with y'all is about to come to an end. I feel like you guys have a great quest along with on your plans here to go up to thwart the fire giants. I'm not sure what I have to do with that too much, but if I can help you guys with some sort of items or magical beings to help you on that quest, that's what Bork's here for.
Yeah, I don't know, gentlemen. I think I've got all the magic stuff that I need right now. But
well, I'll give it a little bit of thought, and a Fang buddy, of course. That's gonna cost you a little bit.
Yes, I apologize. Completely forgot. How much do I owe you?
All good. Is 1,500 gold pieces agreeable?
Sure. You named your price.
Well, it's a one of a kind. That's, or I guess two, since it's a pair. But
You're not wrong.
you're never
So
gonna find this anywhere else.
No, you're not wrong. So I hand over 150 platinum.
Okay. Easy peasy. And Johnny looks back at you guys. Come on, guys, let's get going. We got some road to travel.
I'd agree with that. Let's head out, gentlemen.
You guys all make your way into the horse and buggy. Cuomo and Fang flying up ahead. Go ahead and make those survival checks for me. And with those as well, everyone roll a D100.
Trying. Survival.
Jesus.
I love it.
Another 7.
9.
15.
Wait.
Not the worst average. That's
We're above.
Is that above 10?
Yeah, it's 10 and 3.3 or 0.33 repeating.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
D100.
There's my D100. 11.
Thing is nice with the arithmetic.
Okay, everyone.
Wait.
On your 5.
95. All right.
4? When your D100 roll is smaller than your D20.
Solrak rolled a 4 earlier on his also. So, first things first. Yes, Solrak. Since you rolled the highest on your D100, I'll have you choose me, Luke, you, or Johnny.
You. 'Cause I like you.
That's
Awesome DM.
I love you, Solrak. Thank you for that. And you guys, everyone roll a D4. 2 of those will go towards encounter, and 1 of them will go towards progress. It's your call for the 3 of them.
Hold on, my stuff is jacked up right now. can't even get into it.
What's up with that?
Yeah. 4.
There it is. Someone. 2.
2. All right. So
4 and 2 to
Deuces.
progress.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? You
4
want
towards
2 to-
progress.
4 and 2 to progress. and
one,
then the
one is the progress, 2 is to encounter. So I'm guessing you
So
want
the 4 to progress, and the other 2
sure.
encounter.
You got it. Okay. Okay. And what are you guys doing throughout this day as you guys are traveling?
Keep studying.
Okay.
Getting our study on.
So I'm I'm studying, but like as I'm reading through my book, you know, I get to the next chapter, and it is it's entitled um Valor Vulgarities, How to Lose a Win, and it's just a bunch of text and dialogue in there, and at the very top it says, you know, best if role played, and I kind of looked at myself, and I look up at Fang and I go, oh, he's flying too far, and I look over at Solrak and I go, well, he's clearly too smart. I guess it's just little old me, and everyone kind of hears me just kind of going, well, how about you suck a monkey dick? No, Mr. Chesapeake. You need to get the frick out of here. No, the fuck out of here. That's a much better word. And I'm just saying all these random curse words and just negative things just out loud into the world against myself.
And I just, you know, I've seen Chattington already say and do some pretty weird things. Just assume he's in another one. Like, well, what are you gonna do? Go into my rations and you can buy this jerky. Just let him go on his crazy.
Love it. Wilmore just rattles off to himself, practicing his leadership speeches and how to be persuasive and charismatic towards his anyone that he encounters. Fang, up in sky, other than reading on Cuomo, is there anything else that you're doing?
Just making sure Cuomo is keeping lookout for anything that we come across, like tracks, anything that pops out, any noises that he hears.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check with Cuomo.
Cuomo, what do you see? He sees something or nothing. 17.
17, sure. So Cuomo flying up in the sky, looking around the tree line, and up to the mountains, and down to the river, to the south. Keeping an eye out all around you guys to make sure that your guys' travel is as uneventful as it possibly can be. And as he's flying around, does see some signs of possible owlbear in the area. You do see like the signs of like broken smaller trees, dwarf trees, and some bushes that look like they've been spread out, pushed to the sides. And you do see a couple of entrances into maybe tiny caverns or crevices in the mountainside to the north as you guys are traveling along this trail now.
Cuomo brings that to my attention, and I tell Cuomo, all right, let's go swoop down with the rest of the gang and let's inform them just to stay cautious. And so we go ahead and do that. And upon
Well, Chesapeake, you should eat a hairy dick. That's what I'm going through in my book as he's flying down.
sorry to
And I just look
interrupt.
at Chattington, who's now like impressed me, and I was like, wow, that's a leader.
Sorry to interrupt whatever was going on down here. And I kind of was chatting to that weird look. But in case you guys didn't know, Cuomo spotted what may be signs of owlbear activity. So I just want to relay the message and just want you guys to stay vigilant. Maybe Solrak, make sure you're listening, smelling, doing whatever it is that you can be doing to spot them.
Goes along, goes along with what I heard last night. Now my question is, wonder if they're following us, tracking us.
Well, why would... I thought you were the smartest one in the group.
Eat us.
How would they...
Obviously, to eat us.
How would they be following us if we are going past the activity that we've seen?
I think they can still smell us and follow us. What do you mean?
How would they be ahead of us if they're following us? That's what I'm getting at.
There'll be multiple fucking owl bears. I don't know how they move. What am I, a doctor? God.
I'm flipping through my book while this is happening, and I go, Fang, I think you have a very valid point, but Solrak, I understand your tributations. I just smile at them.
I don't know what's got into this.
I'm like
guy,
looking back, I'm like slowly turning pages and skimming them.
Bork looks over at the page that you're on and down at the text and just nods. Good job, Wilmore. It's good practice.
I don't know what's gotten into him. What are you
that gives me
reading?
an idea! And you just see Bork, he goes over to the side and starts grabbing out some scrap metal. And you guys do your thing.
Okay, well, either way, guys, just keep a lookout. And me and Cuomo are going to go act up in the air.
Indubitably. Next page.
All right. As you guys lift on back to the sky and keep on flying along, you guys continue on for another 3 hours or so to complete your travel for the evening or for the day here. And yeah, you guys make your way a little bit further up on the trail and find a little area that's on the south side of the river. It looks like an opening in the trees in which you could set up camp if you'd like.
As we're going up, I asked Johnny, on our way to the Citadel, there isn't any other settlements out here, is there?
Oh yeah, sure. There's There's Yalnthar is right up the road from here, and then Sundabar is another one of the citadels that we'll be passing as well. But honestly, they're not much of the city or townsy kind of places. They're more so, as you mentioned, a settlement. Especially Sundabar is more like a protected kind of place.
Well, I appreciate that information, my great friend Johnny. Turn the page in my book.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, shall we call it an evening?
What you mean?
All right, you guys decide to call it an evening then, and make your way over to that kind of recluse area in the woods there. It's kind of a sprawled out opening. Johnny pulls up the horses with the wagon over there, and begins taking off all of the reins and the saddles and getting the horses fed and some water and whatnot. Also, you guys all mark a ration off from last night. You can do one for today as well now.
Yep.
And you guys find this big opening here where you guys could definitely set up camp if you'd like.
Yeah, after taking some ration and some water from my water skin, I see that I'm running a little bit low on water, so Cuomo myself will be going to the river to see if that is, or check out the water, see if it's drinkable water.
As I see them
So
going, I toss mine over to him. Filling me up too while you're at it, buddy?
Hey, where you go? And then I poop.
All right.
So,
Or we could all go together.
How far is it?
It's about 500 feet or so from where you guys are situated in the woods here.
I mean, I think.
Why don't you guys do that, and I'll go try to find us something to eat on a ration later.
I mean, I literally just ate a ration. I think I'm okay on the food. Maybe
I
you
think
can
we're
set
alright
up
on
camp with
rations.
Johnny.
I know you could eat probably 2 whole owlbears to yourself, but I think we're alright on rations. But whatever, just give me the water skins. Me and Cuomo will be right back.
I'll go set up camp with Johnny. Yeah.
All right.
Well, Brutus, I call him.
What? It's getting dark, right?
Yeah, it's early evening at this point. And
Can I tell if
you guys
if the
could
moon
all
is?
read 8 hours if you want, and then plus, well, not plus anything yet, because you guys haven't settled down and read anything yet. But yeah, as you look up, check out the night sky. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Nature.
And Fang, did you add those? Yes, I see them.
You want
11.
those?
11.
What do you
Yes.
nature checker this time?
Just him. So yeah, you look up to the sky, and at this point, it's a little bit early to see any stars or the moon at this point, but you do see that, just like how, sometimes mid-afternoon or whatever, you see the nice white moon floating up in the blue sky. You do see a solid moon sitting up there, pretty damn near full. Not exactly sure how many days away, but this thing is pretty damn close.
I mutter to myself, oh, great place to be for a full moon with this crew.
Mutter to myself. And I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I start setting up camp.
you guys, the tent's set up, a campfire going and rolling and nice and lit, and find a nice little place to settle down for the evening. You guys all have dipped into your rations a bit. Fang has come back, filled water skins now to replenish all of you guys and rehydrate you. And the early evening becomes the late evening at this point, and now you can see the stars twinkling up above, and you do see that moon glowing, the white light in the sky. If this isn't a full moon, it's pretty close to one, and you guys are all kind of just gathered around this fire and relaxing from the long day of travel, the long day of relaxing and traveling, and yeah, it's good time to maybe read a little bit more if you want, or you guys can have some more discussion, or whatever you'd like.
I'm gonna do some reading.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of kick back, read a book. I guess before I read a book, I would. I guess it's dark now, so I can't really do much. Yeah, kick back, read the book.
All right.
Fang also reads the book.
Read the book. Love it. So you guys all find your spots to just sit around the fire for a bit and read. So lovely evening. You guys hear like the cicadas chirping in the tree lines all around you, and see the stars twinkling up above. Very little clouds drifting by in the sky, just barely covering the moon and then floating away. These guys are all sitting here digging into your tomes and reading, and just kind of indulging in all this information that you possibly can retain. There comes a moment where you guys are all quiet sitting around here, and you hear another screeching sound.
Is it closer than the other one? Was way earlier, I guess.
It is closer than the one that you guys were traveling, when you guys were traveling and heard. Yep.
When we heard the screech, did we hear in which general direction it came from?
It sounded like it was possibly coming from the north.
You guys heard that, right, gents?
I
Yes.
think I did.
Sounds pretty close, guys.
Johnny, are the horses tethered?
Oh no,
Are they?
they're. I got everything off right now.
You think maybe we could tie them to a tree? I really don't want them running off.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can do that. Sure.
I'm gonna get some aerial sights on them with Cuomo. I
Okay.
walk over to Cuomo, and we fly up 60 feet in the air,
Okay.
and
Perhaps it's wise if we put off our campsite fire.
and we are
Maybe
looking, and we are looking in the north direction.
Okay. As you begin to fly up to the sky and go right over the tree line, essentially, and look up to the north where you saw the Ralvin Mountain Pass going from side to side and all those kind of littered caves and cavern entrances in it. You begin looking out there and trying to scan the area for what this screeching sound could be or where it could be coming from. Make a perception check for me, please.
8.
8. Okay. You can make one for Cuomo as well if you'd like.
Okay. Uh, 5.
Love it. So you begin looking out there, especially in the area, as I mentioned, to the north where you heard the sound coming from. And you flying up there for a few minutes and watching intently. And there comes a time where you hear the flapping of wings. And then you see a large shadow above the tree line. You can only see the shadow with this kind of swept back horn look coming from it and this spinal frill down the back. It looks like it's flying towards you. You see the silhouette of it in the night sky, and all of a sudden a little bit of moonlight seems to hit it. And you get this bright glossy scarlet look on the body. Then, as it begins getting closer and closer, an odor of sulfur and smoke begins to surround you. Get closer to you, rather, not surround you.
I ready my quarterstaff to, I guess, pretty much swing at anything that may come within the radius in which that I can reach with a swing on my quarterstaff.
Okay. As you're flying up there in the sky, this creature with great speed and velocity keeps on flying closer and closer to you all. And as it gets about within 100 feet away from you, you can now see that the horns swept back on the head and the frill down the back of this creature is coming from none other than a red dragon of sorts, flying right at you.
Holy shit. And we can all see this or just Fang?
Just Fang. But you guys could hear the now as it gets closer, you can hear the wings flapping in the night sky, these large leathery flaps, and you guys can also smell that sulfur all around as well.
I've so like when he left, I climbed this tree with my spider boots. So I'm sitting in it. I cast a message to Johnny, and I say, "Hey Johnny, maybe take the horses out of here a little bit."
So, Wilmore? Yeah, you want me to take him out of here? Sure. And he looks up to the sky and sees the dragon coming in. As you guys all do now. And it looks like he's coming at you guys with some great intent.
Go on.
Nope, go ahead and say what you're about to say.
I kind of I stand on top of Cuomo, like he's still coming my direction.
Yep.
Okay, so I stand on top of Cuomo, kind of standing my guard with exuding this confidence with my quarterstaff in hand, and I yell, "Old Snarl, is that you?"
You yell, "Old Snarl, is that you?" And you see this red dragon just it whips its head back and forth, and as it gets closer, you can see now that this is a young red dragon, and you know Old Snarl to be an adult, uh, at least older than this one currently is. It doesn't respond to you. It just looks at you with this face of ferocity, as it's almost upset that it's been uh, misnamed, as a red dragon holds great pride and arrogance in itself. And you see it now. Do you let your party know or anything, or we?
Yeah, I'm still kind of holding my ground, and I yell, "Gents, get ready! We've got a red dragon coming in." And upon that, I pull out my lightning in a bottle, and
Well, if you're about to attack something, we're gonna go into initiative because this thing flies pretty fucking quick, and it'll be able to fly up there possibly before you can make that. But we'll see if your dexterity check says otherwise.
all right.
So everyone, with that, let's go ahead and make initiative rolls and get into this thing.
Ah, fuck.
Well,
Do
you,
it.
you did beat it.
No,
Jesus, you rolled
yeah!
a 4? Oh man.
I rolled a fucking
Let's
4.
go.
Let me double check that because I want to make sure it's. Wait, yeah, because that actually doesn't make sense.
What's your plus on initiative? I feel like it's more than 4.
It doesn't make sense. Let me. Yep, no, there's something wrong with my rolls right now, so I'm gonna have to roll from over here.
Classic. Yeah, I think
Uh,
there's something wrong with mine too.
No, but it wasn't much better, but it was better.
Fuck!
And then let me do Bork,
Borky Bork.
Bork, and the Borky bunch. Oh wow, good job, Bork.
Hmm.
All right, so Solrak, Fang yells down, "Gents, got a dragon, red dragon!" And you look up to see this red dragon in the sky, flying the same height as Fang, about 60 feet up in the air. It looks like he is about 30-ish feet from Fang currently. And you see him right above the tree line on the north side. So as you see him flying up there towards the camp, what do you do? He is 60 feet up.
60 feet above me. All right, so I'm going to take out my hold on, my bow and arrow. What will I use? Actually, I'll take out the sling of the ice hunters,
Okay.
and I'm going to literally just. I'll still have a couple of tea leaves from that bad boy, so I'm going to equip 2.
You're gonna shoot 2? Go for it. So roll your attack on that to hit. You pull back the sling, shoot 2 pieces of ammunition out of it, right up in the direction. Oh, so it's a 30-foot range on the sling, so it's a disadvantage if you shoot at him with that. It's 30 to 120. 120.
30 divided by 120.
Yeah, 120 is you can shoot up to 120, but anything past 30 to 120 is disadvantage.
Okay. So
Up to 30 is a regular roll.
Okay. Well, either way, I get disadvantage, so that's cool. So then, in that case, for this, since it's 2 projectiles, is it still 1 attack or 2 attacks?
It's 1 attack.
Okay, cool.
And you load them both up into one sling and shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rabble.
Rebel.
Okay.
And you can right click and do disadvantage.
Yeah. Son of a bitch, I keep forgetting. 16 is this.
You shoot the 2 pieces of ammo out of your your slingshot up into the air, and they make it the distance, but he just dives out of the way of both of them. They kind of split in between. He splits and goes in between the two of them. And that was one attack.
So I'll go again.
Okay.
This time, I'm going to right-click.
There we go. And you do not get a bonus action attack because it's not two-weapon fighting.
Okay.
Just heads up. An 8
Great.
shoots up and kind of arcs into the air and flies right back into the ground.
Fine. Then I'm gonna use my action surge to try again.
Okay.
Come on, you son of a bitch! And this time, I like put the things in. God damn it, Solrak!
Shoot him up.
Oh, I forgot it's just. Say.
Let's see.
Say up now.
Let's see. Let's see.
It's going so slowly.
It is.
Ah! Nah.
Solrak just rapidly reloading the sling. You get one more if you want.
Yeah, I do, because it's
It's 2 attacks per action.
Come on, baby.
Just
Like, bumped into each other.
rapidly shooting.
Bumped into each other. And what is that? Look at that.
Solrak, you pull that one back, and one of the rocks fly back out of the sling and hits you, and does 2 points of damage to you. Got a nat 1 on 4 rolls, all failed. Nat 1 on the final. Gotta do something. But you do have a bonus action if you want to do something for your bonus action.
Oh, I just did it with my.
Well, that was action surge is a free thing that just gives you a free other action. You could rage if you wanted to.
Sure, yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. You're probably pretty pissed
When
off
the DM
now.
suggested.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pissed. I like slam a rock down. Like, God damn it!
Hilarious. Wilmore, you are up now. Unless you want to move at all, Solrak. You still have your full movement you can do.
I'm going to actually. Yeah, I'm going to call over Brutus, and I'm going to go hide under this tree over here, so I'm not so wide in the open.
Okay. All right, Wilmore, you were up. You Insanity.
All right, I am gonna 90 feet. Can I hit him with a hex? He's only 45 feet from me, but how high was he?
Yep, you got him.
All right, I'm gonna hex. We're gonna blast him.
All right. Let me see something. Hex.
Ugh.
A 9 will miss.
And then the other one. There you go.
25 will hit.
That. 5, and then the hex. 8.
All right, so 8 total.
8 damage. Yep.
Okay, and as you shoot that out, that Eldritch Blast, Wilmore, with such force, you shoot this out into the air. You see it connect with this young red dragon, hits its body as it's got this hex energy just writhing all through it. With such force, it shoots you back just a little bit, and all your hair flies off your body. And Wilmore is standing there looking like a mini
in
fang.
my pants. I immediately look in my pants and go, huh, all of it.
You've got a mini fang on us right now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so that's bonus action and action. Anything else? You want to move at all?
No, I'm like up the tree. I'm like on the top of the tree.
Okay.
With my shoes stuck on.
You got it.
Sanity is going to just kind of hang out.
All right. Sanity's hanging out. Brutus is up now. He's going to run all.
Well, he'll actually hide in the tree. We'll just do that. He'll hide in the tree instead of just sit there.
Okay, cool. He's gonna run. Brutus is gonna run up to Solrak and just kind of stand behind him and wait for his call. And that's gonna be his turn. Fang, you're up next after the Red Dragon.
Yep.
Red Dragon still flying in your guys' direction. It comes down and flies right above Fang, about 5 feet above him and lateral to him. And you see Fang as he gets closer to you. He begins to open up his mouth, and you see this large plume of smoke just starts billowing out of his mouth. And he shoots out a whoosh fire breath that comes in and swoops up, gets you, Cuomo, Solrak, and Brutus in it.
Is this like a spell or
It is not a spell.
it's an attack?
It's not an attack either.
Okay.
Dragons are different in that sense.
So
So,
different.
yep, he expels this large cone of fiery plume out in your guys' direction, engulfing the whole area, including the one single tent. I need everyone in that area to make a dexterity saving throw.
Right.
Brutus.
Very saving throw.
Oh shit.
12.
The bounce worked for my
Fang.
favor this time. Dirty 20.
You guys see Brutus as the flames whoosh, roll by your bodies, and you kind of cover up and get out of the way as much as you possibly can. These flames just soar and surge past everyone, except for Brutus, who it seems to engulf him, and you see the fur on his body just whoosh, singe up in the air, and he falls down to the ground with his eyes rolled back of his head. He is unconscious for the time being.
Brutus!
And let's see. Can I even roll this on here? I don't have this many dice in front of me, so let me do this. Let's see.
That's something you want to hear him say.
I don't like
Bum, bum, bum. Okay, actually, it's exactly
it.
that.
Nice to see how sorry the dragon feels.
It's exactly
Before
the
he goes
average.
home.
So these flames surround everyone, engulfing you guys, and Solrak, you're able to dodge out of the way. Mostly, Cuomo was able to pull out of the way, but he lurches out and kind of pulls Fang to the side as he's just diving out of the way of this fire enough. And Fang, you get the bulk of this fire attack, taking 56 points of fire damage. And everyone else takes half of that, so that is 28 points of fire damage. Cuomo also goes down.
I take 14 because I'm raging, right?
And
Yes.
with my evasion feat, I will only take half damage.
Love it. And
So it was 56. You said?
yes, so
Okay,
28.
So 28.
And Cuomo
Nice.
begins going nosedive down to the ground. And you can jump off of him if you want, or you can stay on his back, but he's plummeting down to the ground at this point in time.
Okay. Is it my turn now?
The dragon releases this fire breath, and it engulfs all you guys. You guys, after the flames die out and secede, what's left behind this plume of smoke, you guys can see Brutus collapsed on the ground, Cuomo collapsed, and I guess not fully collapsed yet. Fang, it's your turn.
Okay.
But
Are they dead or
They're
incapacitated?
both unconscious.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay,
let
but
me-
they're okay.
It didn't go past their full health, the amount
Okay.
that it needed to.
Okay. Hold on.
Pretty damn close. If Cuomo would have failed,
Evie, stop.
and he rolled exactly what he needed to.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
sorry,
right.
it's your turn.
So I guess if Cuomo is knocked out of the air, he's plummeting to the ground, and at that moment, I I fill with this rage. Like, how could someone do this to Cuomo? And in that moment, I put my quarterstaff in one. Stop, cat. I put my quarterstaff in one hand, and in the other hand, I pull out. eh, Let me know if I'm doing too much, but I pull out the Warhorn of Frozen Gales,
Mhm.
and then in that moment, I click my feet, activating. Come on, cat. And activating my Storm Rider boots,
Okay.
and I fly like bolt in the general vicinity of the dragon. And upon getting within 5 feet of the dragon, I go ahead and blow the horn.
Okay. And I
So
also have to make a save. I have to make a dex save against your boots too,
yes,
which I fail.
hell yeah. So he takes so he takes 3d8 lightning damage.
Yeah, so you see Fang as Korma begins diving down in this quick moment of rage, clicks his heels, and the lightning energy around his boots begins writhing around and shoots him up into the air towards the dragon. And
Jesus Christ.
this lightning just kind of spreads out from his boots up towards the dragon, dealing a little bit of lightning damage towards him. And Fang at that moment blows the horn too, and I have to make a con save. Is that what it is, or
What
no?
is it? No, it's just an icy windstorm. I'll send it to the game log.
Are you? I'll say this. Are you sure you want to do this? Read the full description.
You can use an action to speak the command word, "blow the horn," which can be easily heard. As soon as
Remember he asked that?
and any creature you chose within 15 feet. Uh, uh, yeah, never mind then. I misunderstood it. In that case, okay.
Could you guys not see that fire the whole time? Did it just show up for you?
I saw
In the middle? Yeah, I see that like a little.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
but
triangle?
the triangle. But it was
I saw that.
it was there.
That's a lot.
Oh, okay, cool. It just showed up on my other screen for some reason. Oh shit! I deleted the horse.
Ha!
All right, Fang.
All right. Well, if that is the case, can I like blaze right by him and like upon passing him, give him like a baseball bat swing with the quarterstaff?
Yeah, you can give him 2 swings if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
All right. Go roll to hit.
23.
23 will hit, definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
10 damage.
very nice.
And
Wilmer, was this Hex or Hexblade's curse on him?
17.
Hex. Hexblade curse wouldn't have fit.
Okay. You regain that Hex spell slot back too.
Oh, I do? Okay.
From that chaotic energy that happened. I thought you were doing
Okay.
Hexblade's curse. So I didn't realize that you used a spell slot. 17. I think just misses. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Just misses. And
Alright.
so you fly by like right here. Then is where you are. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, because I imagine because he flew past me. So I imagine.
He flew kind of
I
like
was-
right up above you, and then
Okay,
now,
but wasn't he heading towards the group, like on the ground?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I imagine like I kind of like was above him and I was plummeting, like just
Right back.
bolting down from my Storm Rider boost. Hit him a couple times with the quarterstaff, and then well, and then bonus action.
The bonus action was getting your boots going, right? Oh no, that's part of your movement. That's right. So go ahead.
Correct.
Bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action. I'll spend a key point to give him like 2 quick kicks while I'm passing by him real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 28.
28 will hit. Yeah.
10 more damage, and then 20.
20 will hit.
Yeah. 6 more damage.
Nice. Did like 33 points of damage to him this round.
There you go.
And with that, as you end your turn, you feel yourself descending down to the ground from that 60 feet up.
Yep, and I go all the way down to the ground and land on the ground.
Yep. Fang just kind of falls to the ground like Spider-Man, bending his knees down and using his slow fall ability, takes no points of damage, falling from 60 feet up in the air. And
I mean, it just would have been my lightning or my storm.
yes, I guess you still had a little bit more movement left in that, so sure, yeah, you can do that.
I had 90 feet.
Yeah, but you flew a good, at least 25 feet, 30 feet at least, probably. So that was probably the rest of your movement then. So perfect. All right.
Okay.
Anything else for you? Cuomo is down.
I couldn't also use my walking speed, right? That's my movement.
The full 90 feet is all the movement you could do this turn.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately that is.
All right. Go ahead and give me a death save for Cuomo then.
Yeah. All right. 20. Oh yeah, Cuomo, 17.
There you go.
17, one success. Very nice. All right, so Bork is up now. He is going to run as far up as he can, kind of hide behind this charred tent. I'll put a little red marker on it, which you guys know it is burnt up. And he flies on up there, and he says, "It's time for the boom-orang!" And throws the boomerang up into the sky. I gotta make a dex save for the dragon, which succeeds. He hits the dragon with the boomerang. Does not the best. Does 10 points of damage total on him. That's the collision of the boomerang hitting into him, and then this lightning crackles all around its body, and the boomerang flies back into the air to its hands. It looks up at you, Solrak, and says, "Give him all you got!" And Solrak is up. And Solrak, he's going to... No, it's going to do something for Solrak, but we'll see if he's got anything. Solrak, make a death saving throw.
Oh, almost fell. Okay. Woo. Okay. Subject saving throw?
No, I'm kidding. So the dragon is 60 feet up in the air still. What do you got?
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna look at myself. I'm very pissed off. I haven't even hit it. And I'm gonna try. I ain't no quitter.
Let's see what you got.
Alright.
Solrak loads up this.
60 feet.
Yep. So you shooting with the sling again? You do have a longbow +1, just so you know, also, and that would not be disadvantage.
Ah, well, do that, yeah.
Not telling you what to do or anything, but
So yeah, I'll drop the sling. I'll take out my longbow.
yeah.
Do
Throw
that.
the sling to the side quickly. Turn around the longbow up your back and knock an arrow and pull it back and try to shoot up at this red dragon.
Okay, and it's gonna be. Come on, baby. Uh, 16, and if I'm gonna use my inspiration though.
All right, use your inspiration. I'm expecting a nat 20 on this one for some reason.
Right?
God. At 11. It was rolling so slowly, and it was like almost not 20, and then it was like just.
Arrow just flies right on by. He doesn't even need to dodge out of the way. Just aim is off for some reason right now. Solrak. You can shoot another one if you like
But
though.
I still got one more.
Mhm.
Yep, I'll do again. Son of a bitch.
What is it? Or
Ooh, this should hit. 25? Yeah,
that
baby.
that one will hit. There we go. Solrak
Finally.
finally finds the center of mass on this massive dragon flying in the sky and is able to connect an arrow into its body, just piercing into it, doing bum bum bum.
Oh, yeah. That landed on 7, baby. So 10 plus 2, 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Very nice. Sorak finds a center of mass there, pierces right in between one of its shining crimson dragon scales, and it kind of shrieks out, throwing its head to the side. Anything else that you want to do?
I'm going to walk up to Brutus, who's down, and I'm going to feed him a healing potion.
Okay. Roll 2d, or is it a regular healing potion or a greater?
Yeah, regular.
All right, 2d4. Actually, I'll just roll it. It'll be quick. All right, so he gets 8 points of health back as you get down to one knee and grab his chin, and you start force feeding him this healing potion, and you see his eyes begin to open back up.
Right.
Thank
All right.
God.
Anything else for you?
That's it.
All right, Wilmore, you are up, and we got this epic music for you right now.
All right. Can I reach him with my Hex Blood Curse? My Hexblade Curse? 30 feet?
No, you cannot.
Can I, like, shimmy out onto like, a branch and reach him if I'm here?
Let's see. Yeah,
The part that says I can touch his
says
little black spot.
35 for me, I believe. Yeah, you might have to just get one more square closer if you want to do that.
Go to the top, like, by his ear. I can get the 30 and touch his, outer brim.
All right,
Unless
sure.
that doesn't count.
It's supposed to be. I'm just double checking because you're not really in the center of the gun. All right. Yeah, no, that's close enough. That's fine.
Okay. Alright, cool. So we're gonna pop that on him. And then we're gonna blast him again.
All right. And this
One.
will give you a +4 to your damage rolls, right?
+4 to damage.
Okay.
So that's 21.
21 hits.
So that's gonna be that. Oh, nice. So 16 plus my hex roll.
Nice. Now, this week,
Ugh,
I was wondering why you
17.
don't do hex as often as you could, but here it is, showing its worth.
Right? I always forget about it.
Hey, because a lot of times
And
I'll
that's
be
a
like,
crit.
nice. Because I'll be like, you got a bonus action? You're like, I don't really have one. You got two
Crit
solid
damage.
ones, yeah. Well, 19's a crit for you.
Yeah, because with the hex, with the curse, it's
That's
19
right,
and 20
that's
plus
right.
4.
Yeah.
So this plus 4.
You roll.
Oh, that's big.
Well, actually, that's max damage on that. Because we'll have
Oh,
5
yeah.
onto that. So nice.
So 23, so 27, and then I get crits on the hex.
Yes.
Kind of aroused
27
right
plus 6 plus 5, right? So plus 11. So
Yeah.
39.
now. Jesus.
Wilmore just blasting them.
But anyways, I started blasting.
So I start blasting, and I'm just like
This hairless
as the
halfling.
last- yeah, as like the big one, because like the first one it goes boom, and it just like ricochets off him a little bit, does a little bit of damage, but the next one I go, and it like hits, and it creates this big, like obviously this big explosion on him, and everybody looks back and they can see the like moon and the explosion just reflecting off of my beautifully shaved skin since I have no hair on my body.
Love it. Awesome. Yeah, beautiful two Eldritch Blasts shoot up at this red dragon, and it looks like you hurt it pretty severely with these force damage. And does Hex give you necrotic, or is it just force? I guess it's the same damage.
Hex is necrotic.
Cool. Yeah. So, and this necrotic energy just writhing around through it. Beautiful. Anything for sanity?
Well then Wilmer's gonna detach back into the tree, and like I'm like hiding behind the
you got a plus
the
2
trunk
AC right now.
Yep. Sanity is going to. Can I fit it? Can I get there? 40? Yeah. He's going to try to. Well, he's 60 feet in the air though, right?
Yes.
He's just gonna hide in the tree again.
Okay.
Or no, he's gonna hide in. He's gonna move up to here and hide in this tree.
Okay. Brutus, his eyes peek back open, and he finds himself prone on the ground. Quickly, kind of scurries back to his feet and licks Solrak's face as Solrak's still down on one knee after administering this healing potion to him. And Brutus is going to. He kind of doubles back behind this tree line here and runs back a little bit more as he's terrified of this dragon. And that's gonna be his turn. The dragon is up now. Let me see something. He's still flying 60 feet up in the air. God, my rolls. Everyone's rolls are being super slow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. Cool. And yeah, he's still 60 feet up in the air, but you guys see him put his head down, his long neck angles downwards to the ground as he begins swooping downwards and flies right towards Solrak. Solrak, he's got his massive gaping mouth hanging in your direction, and it looks like he's about to try to chomp down at you and bite you with a 21 to hit. Solrak frozen?
Yep.
No! Well, I believe a 21 is his armor class.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So another bite's gonna come at him, another 21, and then he's gonna try to claw him too. Claw's gonna miss. The two bite attacks though do a total of pretty weak.
Isn't he raging?
Yes. It's 30 points of damage total, but halved, so 15 to him. We'll just have to remind him that. As the dragon's right down in his face, chomping at him twice, kind of bites right down into his shoulder and takes off a chunk of flesh from him, and can just see this red fire in his eyes and in the back of his throat as well as this. You guys can see this glowing light looks like it's recharging back there. He ends his turn 20 feet in the let's see, he flew. Yeah, he ends his turn 30 feet up in the air above Solrak. Solrak can make an opportunity attack against him if he wants. We'll just remember that for when he's back in here.
Mm-hmm.
Fang, you are up now. The dragon 30 feet up in the air.
All right.
Cool.
You hear me?
Yes. So yeah, you take 15 points of damage. Solrak, that's already had for you.
Okay.
The dragon chomped into you twice, biting off some of your flesh from your shoulder, and you could feel the searing burn from the flame breath that it has. And then it flew up 30 feet as well, right out of your reach. So you could take a opportunity attack if you wanted to.
Yeah, buddy, I definitely.
Or you could either take an opportunity attack if you want to, or you could repost one of those attacks if you wanted to.
But I only took 15 total damage, right?
Correct.
Or was it 2 chomps?
It's 15 total.
So, I'll take an opportunity
Okay.
attack.
But you don't even have your sword in your hand currently, so that doesn't work actually.
Can you do a disadvantage with the bow?
It's supposed to be
That has to be a swing.
it's supposed to be a melee attack, but
Okay, this one.
Can I swing at it with my bare fist because I'm pissed off?
Yep, you can do that.
I will do that.
It's gonna punch a dragon.
Yep.
You only get one chance.
And it's like, you know when like a shark bites you and they say just punch it right in the fucking mouth. And the same thing. I'm just gonna swing at this bitch. 16.
16 misses as it takes flight to the sky and is looming up above you about 30 feet now. Fang, it is your turn.
All right. I see Cuomo down, so I run over to him real quick, and I start laying my hands on his burnt plumage, and my hands being rubbed over his plumage. I cast Cure Wounds, and my hands, they start to turn bright as you can see the healing energy start to kind of bring back to life his bright iridescent feathers, and so that'll be 1d8 plus.
Plus trace.
Yeah, so I will cast Cure Wounds, and then
Needs 3.
1d8 plus 3.
Got our resident Hispanic here to let
Wait,
us
what
know
the
that.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, they didn't.
Okay.
Really had me around.
What the fuck just happened?
Not sure.
It was a 2 for
Was
the
it?
d8, so 5 total.
So 5 total. All right. Cuomo's eyes begin to blink and open back up. He's still lying down on the ground, but he is conscious again.
Yeah, alright, so let me...
So that is your action.
Tis. And should be Cuomo's turn now.
Unless you have a bonus action you want to do, but yes.
Bonus action. Yeah, you know what? Bonus action, I will activate my Elemental Force Tattoo,
Beautiful.
and that'll be my turn.
Cool. And Cuomo's turn.
Alright. Oh, let me add his health real quick.
I did it on this token on here.
Okay. Alright. Cuomo. Okay. The dragon is up in the air right now, correct?
30 feet.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this. So, on Fang's, this is for Cuomo. On Fang's next turn, I want, depending on where the dragon is, if he's on the ground, I want Cuomo to follow him, follow Fang. If he's in the air, Fang is going to fly up within however X amount of feet he needs to be close to the dragon to give Fang the help action. Is
Okay.
that possible?
So pretty much he's going to follow the dragon on the dragon's next turn.
Follow Fang.
He needs to be within
Towards
5
the
feet.
dragon.
He needs to be within 5 feet of the dragon.
Yeah, correct. But Fang is, that's what I'm saying. Fang is going to be heading towards the dragon. And so Cuomo is either going to fly Fang to the dragon or...
Okay. So you're gonna be on Cuomo's back right now? Is that what you're saying?
Not unless the dragon is going to be on the ground. So it all depends on where the dragon's going to be on his next turn.
Okay. We will make it work. All right. Anything else for you?
That is it.
Okay. Let's see. Bork is up now. He's, oh god, this thing's too close for comfort. Solrak, maybe this will help you. And he grabs some of the alchemical liquids from his side and he puts it inside of his gauntlet. And you see him pushing some buttons on it and everything. And he looks over at Solrak and he aims the gauntlet over there and shoots out this magical aura around Solrak. And Solrak, you guys begin to see shift and shape up, and Sorak grows twice his size in that moment. And so pretty much what that's going to give you is you have advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and your weapons do an extra D4 damage. And you're literally twice as large as you normally are.
This is badass, yeah!
Bork just kind of gives you a nod and says, now go get him, bud! And he runs away behind Wilmore's tree. And Silrek, that you're up now. He's still 30 feet up in the air from you, but you do have an extra D4 in your damage.
I'm gonna now my massive longbow, since I'm twice as big.
Yeah, it scales to you. Yep.
I'm gonna wind that bitch back.
Isn't he 20 feet in the air?
30, right?
Oh, 30.
30.
Ah.
I missed that one.
Yep, 13's gonna miss. Yep. Solrak just pulls back, and the arrow just goes flying straight into the tree. Not even up into the air, it just goes lateral, like parallel to the ground. And just completely missed that.
That was awful. Well, I'm gonna use my second wind to at least regain some health.
Sure. Alright, anything else for you?
That's it.
Vilmore.
I kind of move to this side of my tree, and I'm gonna shoot lightning in a bottle at the dragon. So that's DC 13 dex save.
Alright.
8d6.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 total.
So you get half of this.
Yep. Let's. Ooh, that's not bad.
Nice, yeah.
27 points
That's
of
what,
lightning
13?
damage. Oh yeah, 13. That's right.
13, yep. Cause you'll sly.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna say, go
actually,
get him,
you get the extra damage too, right? Your hex damage.
Oh yeah, +4. Yep, +4.
And yeah, and then an extra D6. Yeah.
Oh yep, and then the hex. Forgot that works on that.
I gotcha.
So 13 + 8. Hey, that's not bad.
Actually, that 4 won't count because it's whenever you hit it with an attack, and technically that's not an attack since it's not an attack roll.
Got it.
Yeah, but all good. It's still solid
13 +
round.
4, so 17.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw out a bonus action Bardic Inspiration on Fang. And then I am going to jump to the next tree with my super sticky spider feet.
Yep.
Kind of. Hold on, how far am I? I want to make sure I'm nice and far from this guy. And we're gonna go to the next tree too. Gonna hop 2 trees.
I forgot you had spider feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, due to him having these sticky feet, he is able to successfully land on these branches, on these trees successfully without having to make any sort of check or anything.
Good old Wilmore sticky feet Chattington.
Mm-hmm.
Anything for sanity?
Sanity is going to keep hiding.
Love it.
No, that's why I never go into his room.
Brutus runs away back towards the wagon and just kind of cowers behind the wagon. The dragon is up now. Fang, you're up next. The dragon flies up into the air another 30 feet. Kind of repositions himself around Solrak. And once again, you just see that plume of smoke just start pouring out of its mouth as you see it just shoot out this cone of fire, exuding all out around you, Solrak, and barely hitting Bork out in the back there. I need you to make a dex saving throw. Whoops.
Oh, fuck. 13.
think Bork fails.
So almost
No,
an
Bork.
Yeah, Bork fails. All right, so and you fail too. So this you barely have enough time to see and react at all when this dragon opens up its mouth and you see this plume of smoke pouring out of it, and whoosh, a cone of fire just zooms out from it, engulfing you and Bork in a sea of flames and doing 56 points of fire damage to each one of you. Had for you, so that's 28 to you.
I'm gonna use a riposte.
You can't on that one because it's not that kind of attack.
Oh.
It's not it's not like a melee
discriminate
attack.
against attacks.
It's
I
not-
live in a world where people don't discriminate. You jerk.
Well, you must live in a fantasy world then, and not this one.
Yeah, I never.
Yeah.
You must live in a different fantasy world.
Yeah, right.
D&D.
Borg should not be at. He should be at 10.
56 divided by 2. What is it? 28.
28. So Bork is still up, feeling toasty. No way he's gonna succeed this. Nope. So Solrak, you get engulfed in those flames, and your body shrinks back down to its normal size once more, as Bork loses his concentration on that spell.
Of a bitch.
Short-lived. And the dragon begins to, feeling like he has done enough damage to Solrak, he begins flying back over towards Fang and Cuomo, and ends his turn 30 feet in the air above you. And
Okay.
your turn.
All right. So he is right above us. So I hop on Cuomo and say, "All right, buddy, let's go after him. Hip hip." And we fly within 1 sec. Hold on. We fly within 15 feet of him, so we're 15 feet away. And let me see one thing. Okay. And so I kind of, on top of Cuomo's back, I kind of gesture this movement with my quarterstaff from the ground and like circle up, and out from the earth comes this large boulder flying towards the dragon.
Dope. Fucking dope.
And 22.
That will hit.
And do I have a choice of when I get to use my bardic inspiration on these attacks?
You can use it when you need it, essentially.
Okay,
Use it one
Yeah.
time.
Any
Gotcha.
ability check, attack roll, or save.
Nice. All right. So 6 plus. All right, so 8 damage,
Very nice.
and then so the boulder kind of flies past the dragon, and then I gesture with my quarterstaff this way to kind of bring it down back at him. 17.
17's gonna miss, unfortunately.
All right, so I'll go ahead and use my bardic inspiration on that.
Yep. So
Nice.
you'll hit.
Nice.
Yep. So go ahead and roll damage on that one then.
Damn, the 2 fucking ones in a row. 6 damage plus. What the fuck? 7.
No, man. I keep doing that.
I think
Hey,
roll
Carlos, you know.
roll it
go
one more
ahead.
time, Luke, just to see the regular damage one. I just want to see something.
No.
All right. Nope.
Yeah,
No.
Carlos, I don't
Yeah,
know.
go
Like,
for it.
I don't know if it's too late, but you know you have that griffin, right?
Oh, I forgot about all the thievery. Made me forget it was in my hand still.
Maybe you should have left it
Still
to
the
me.
back.
I could have thrown it out there. You could have jumped on it. It could have been really cool, but nope. Somebody had to be sly. Yeah.
Funny.
He's not fly right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, right.
And then bonus action. I will spend another key point and use flurry of blows.
Okay, I will remind you that you can, if you do that with flurry of blows, you can hit once and then heal also.
Yeah.
Just so, just let you know, instead of having to hit twice with flurry of blows, you can hit and then heal too, and that's a one single bonus action. Just letting you know.
Now you got him thinking, Nate.
That's good.
Yeah. Nope, we're fucking him up.
Okay. Roll to hit both attacks.
What did it say? Fuck! 13.
13 will miss. It's a good thing you're hitting him twice.
Yeah, 21.
That one will hit.
There we go. 10 plus. Yeah, 14.
Ooh, very nice. And with these kind of chunks of earth and boulder lifting up from the ground and smacking into this dragon, it seems to have thrown him off balance and off kilter. You can see its head kind of swing around wildly. And definitely looking pretty beat up at this point right now. You see it looks like it has this fire in its eyes as its horns kind of swing back into the air. And it lifts up its frills, the spikes on its spine, in a kind of defensive fit of rage. Anything for Cuomo?
Alright. And then
They
we
can
will-
run away without doing opportunity attacks, right? Because he's in the air.
Well, I'm also 15 feet away from him, so I don't think I'm within melee range either.
Yeah.
Cuomo has 60 feet of flying speed, and with me being on him, we're 15 feet in the air. So we'll fly together. We will fly 45 feet. Actually, I guess maybe we'll just fly back here.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
All right.
Our turns.
That brings us to Bork now. He looks up to the sky and sees this dragon not looking so hot. So he pulls up his gauntlet and aims it up at the dragon after peeking out from behind the tree. And you guys see this after he lifts up to the sky. This looks like the swirling energy starts emanating around his gauntlet and out from it, and it shoots up into the sky towards the dragon. And this whirlwind just looks like it starts swirling around the dragon. It looks like it's gonna start pulling him in towards Bork, and the dragon's wings begin fluttering backwards and fighting back against it, and is able to fight fully against this spell from being able to take hold, unfortunately. And shit, with that, let's see the bonus action. He dips back a little bit further, and that's gonna be his turn. Solrak, you are up. Dragon 30 feet in the air.
All right. I'm gonna first things first. I have a potion of superior healing that I'm gonna chug real quick.
Okay.
There's my last one. It's 8d4 plus 8.
Beautiful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I thought that's what you said you rolled.
24
Nice.
plus 8, 32 back, baby.
Wait, which one did you roll? A superior?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
84 plus 8.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, 32 healing back. Now I'm gonna get Chaddington's advice. And, I'm going to pull out Griffin figurine of wondrous power here.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I pull it out. It's like, I literally just like chuck it down to look up at it, say, "Oh God, here! It's time to get some air." And I chuck it down to the ground, and this metal ass griffin just pops out like.
So metal.
So
gonna-
metal.
And I'm gonna hop on its back, and I'm going to have it fly me over the dragon.
It can fly 80 feet, so you're good. I'm going to. You can now right-click that token, and you have access to the stats if you want them to. If you want to, that is. Yeah, sorry, just trying to look up these rules on the figurine again.
Lasts for 6 hours.
Cool. Just make sure it is a. It's an action to use it.
Yeah, so can he not attack after that, or does he have extra attack?
He wouldn't be able to attack after that.
Hmm.
But
I
it
can
does.
still move with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So yeah, I'm up in the air now, and I'm gonna fly above the dragon, but I'm higher up than it right now, like 10, 15 feet above it.
Cool. Sounds good. As you fly on up there, you do have a turn with the griffin too, if you want.
Cool. All right. I'm going to. Can't see any of its attacks or anything like that.
If you right-click it, you can open the monster stat block.
Ah, that's what that is. Okay, cool. Awesome. This is sweet. Okay, the griffin makes 2 attacks, one with its beak and one with its claws. All right, so while I'm on this thing, I'm going to say, "Sick it!" And the griffin's going to come on down like, "Grrr!" And we're going to go with a claw attack.
Sure. Comes down, swooping down with its claws, trying to pierce into the dragon scale flesh.
Damn it, a 7.
Oh yeah, 7's gonna miss. Nice, solid nat 1 for the first roll on the griffin.
My
Nice.
attack rolls have been awful tonight. This
Yes.
is the worst. All right, one more.
All right. Yep, beak attack. Goes to grab into its flesh and can't seem to find anywhere to get a full grasp in, so then it just lunges down its head to try to peck into it. And this flesh, this dragon scale, so hard, like armor, that just can't seem to find any connection to do any sort of damage, unfortunately.
A bitch.
Yes. Anything else? All right, Wilmore, you're up.
I'm going to spider myself through these two over to here, again behind, and then like in a thought of studying this book the whole time, I'm gonna pull out my Eldritch wand and I'm gonna go, "Be still the night," and I'm gonna enhance my Eldritch blast with the hold. That's a 23.
That one will hit.
So that hits. So he's held now, and that's going to be 9 plus 4, so 13 plus, where's my hex? 18.
18, very nice.
And he's grappled now. His speed is 0.
I mean, do that. I did too much.
And the second one is a 21.
21 will hit.
Nice.
And then 8 plus 4, so that's what? That's 12 plus d6. 3, so 15.
And how does Wilmore do it?
So the first Eldritch blast, so I have the wand in one hand, and I just shoot the blast out, and it hits him, and like as he's hit, he's kind of like off-centered, and so I shoot out the Eldritch wand, and this big tentacle comes. You guys see, just wrap around it, and then it goes up, and I go back with the right, and I shoot at it, and it sees it's coming. And it's like, it actually sees it, it's about to dodge, and then the little tentacle tickles his chin, and it goes, and it hits it right in the face, and then it just falls out of the air, scraping at the griffin as it's so close yet so far away, and it just kind of goes right in like the Hindenburg, and as it hits, the fire in its belly rips out and destroys itself.
What an analogy.
Fucking love it. And out of the sky, with Solrak and his new griffin pet flying right by it, you guys just see this massive young red dragon lose the sense of gravity and collapse down to the ground. You see this burst of like flame almost erupt from its chest through its neck and chest area, and skids across the ground, impacting and leaving this divot around the area and kind of scorching the earth all around it a bit. And you guys are left with this dead young red dragon at your campsite. Yes.
And I have the griffin fly on down. I know that bad boy's hungry, so I'm gonna let it start chomping at this carcass.
The griffin flies down and looks at it and starts like doesn't know what to do. Starts like pecking down and then looks back at you like, "What do you want me to do?" And you realize it's a bit more of like a magical being than like a true griffin, and doesn't seem like it really needs food or drink or anything like that.
Well, more for us. And I'm gonna actually try to scale dragon to see if perhaps I can make something out of its tough skin.
Ooh. If you guys want to go ahead and try to do this, yeah, you can make either a survival or a nature check. It's going to take you some time to do this. Dragon's flesh and hide is pretty tough, and to be able to get off enough of it to be able to use something in a sufficient manner is going to be quite the task, but we shall see if you're able to complete it.
Oh, not 20! Finally!
Solrak gets on down there, puts away his fucking longbow and his slingshot. He's like, fuck this shit. And he just goes down with his knife and cuts into the flesh of the dragon. And he takes about 2 hours or so just going to town on this thing and carving out the perfect amount of hide and that he can be able to use this properly from, and make sure that he has, you need enough material to be able to make what you're trying to make, and then a little bit extra as well, just so that you can trim off of it and whatnot too. And Solrak, you got yourself a nice piece of this red dragon hide, if that's what you're trying to carve off of it.
Yes.
Cool.
Excellent.
So while he's carving that, I Spider-Man out and I walk down in front of the in front, like to the very, very mouth, and I look over Solrak and I go, next time you say you killed 6 orcs, just remember, buddy. And then I cast Shatter into its mouth with the idea that I can shave off a piece of tooth and a piece of tongue that I can take with me.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be like a nice whole piece, but you'd definitely shatter the teeth if that's what you want from it.
I guess I would cast it like towards the top. I mean, I want a big piece, not a whole tooth, because dragon tooth is also huge. But yeah, just kind of like a piece of a tooth.
It's just something to remind you guys too. What I just sent in the game log. Yeah, go ahead and cast that spell, use that spell slot, and then make either a survival or a nature check. But Feng, just you see that magical inspiration. Just something to have in mind for you if you have a bardic inspiration dice from Wilmore. With a 17.
Okay.
Let's see, with a 17, yeah, you're able to get off. The tongue doesn't blast off of it or anything in any sort of manner or anything, but you're able to get a pretty decent chunk of tooth. It's not a whole tooth. It's a little less than a half of one. It seems like to be the largest piece that held its form and didn't just splinter off and sunder and shatter everywhere.
And then I'm going to say to Solrak, maybe you and your new Griffin friend can maybe see where this thing came from? It's odd that it's kind of hunting us a little bit, wouldn't you say?
Now, here's the thing that worries me. If you look at the size of this thing, this was just a youngin'. I hope there wasn't a mama somewhere. He's not gonna be happy with us.
Well, I mean, sometimes when you have kids, you don't really like them, so she could be happy. But I understand.
I'll take a peek here. My buddy over here. And, I'll name him Snappy. I like him. Nice and snappy. Anyways, let's go, Snappy! And I'll get on his back, try to fly off. I can take a look.
So I don't know how many red dragons there are within this land. However, I do know that I want to say just north of Citadel Advar, or just the general area in which we're going. I had mentioned the name Old Snarl. He is an older red dragon that may or may not be beneficial to meet. This could be its offspring, perhaps. At this point, I don't know if it's wise for us to go and see the dragon after just killing its potential offspring, but
Why would it be beneficial to meet a red dragon?
why would it be beneficial to meet the red dragon?
Make a history roll or wisdom if you want.
History. 19.
19, sure. So you know that with Old Snarl, whose real name is Clouth, it's a pretty well-known ancient red dragon from the area in which you grew up in. And it's known that there is a cult of humans and all sorts of humanoid races that follow Old Snarl to a degree and helps them out in certain ways. And it's been known in your area that it's possible that Old Snarl has things that he wants and uses humans and humanoids to its advantage and helps them out as well. Gives them a sort of boon.
But again, gents, like I said, with this being potentially its youngin' dragon, I don't know if it would be the best decision to meet Clouth. I'll leave it at that. But Chaddington, maybe you can have Bork make something for you out of something from the dragon.
I mean, that would be fantastic, Borky, my friend. If you want some gold, do you think maybe in the next couple, 2-3 days, you could make me something fun out of this bad boy? And I slap it like the hood of a used car.
The dragon or
the dragon, like you can give me something out of this bad boy, buddy. I mean, Ooh. They tell me the APR is about 0% on these new rides.
Oh, I have no idea what that means, but we
neither do I, but it's in the book.
Right, I saw that in Kelly's Blue Book.
Oh, Kelly's Blue Book, that's a rare tome. I wonder if they had that back at the Moongleam Tower.
No, just Richard's Orange Book, but we don't talk about that one.
Richard's Orange Book. I've not heard of that one before, but...
You've never seen an orange dick.
Whoa, now, once had this ruthless leader before that Apparently he did, but um, we dare not speak of him. Um, but no, I'm sure I could probably make something for you if you'd like. I had something in mind already. I was going to whip up for you, but we can pivot if
Well,
you will.
what exactly did you have in mind? Is that the mystery you're doing right now, my friend?
Oh, I do like to keep it a surprise. It makes unveiling that much better. Just
I
seeing the
tell
looks
you
on your
what.
faces when I present it is worth it in itself, and the gold, of
Well, then
course.
I tell you what. I think maybe I'm just gonna trust you on this one. Don't you worry about that there, unless you want to take something for yourself for later. And I shoot him a wink.
Well, I could possibly use some of this for some items. Let me see if I'm able to get anything off of here well enough. And he goes over and starts trying to get some of it off of there. And yeah, it looks like he gets a couple of dragon scales off of there pretty easily. And he's fidgeting around with like the throat and mouth area a bit as well as like, I'm not so sure about the anatomy of these things, but I mean that was some hot breath. Now, I mean it almost knocked me out. Still feeling a little charged from it.
That is fair, my friend. That is fair.
But I think this armor, the scale is quite strong, and yeah, be able to maybe make something with this, and maybe some pieces of its body.
You keep on keeping on with what you're keeping on, and then the rest you can just tell some pretty fun stories about the time you hang out with the wrecking crew. How about that?
Well, I'm not sure if many people are gonna believe me about taking down a red dragon, but I'll tell them that I had helping hands with the wrecking crew, and I mean your guys' name is spreading pretty rapidly. I believe they'll believe it if they hear it.
That's a good thing. I like that, my friend.
Yes. And Fang, another thing would come to your mind about Old Snarl is, kind of benefits that could be given is that it's been known that he, especially to people, beings that he didn't feel threatened by, he could wipe out a whole horde of orcs like nothing. And, especially with the area that you come from, that, of course, orcs were plentiful around there, and it happened once or twice.
Is Fang sharing any of this with us, or is this just?
Sitting there.
Fang?
Sorry, hold on.
Silently.
He's just making sure he's got it all.
Gotcha.
Respect. Because
This is a live stream,
it-
People are watching.
I was gonna say the notes could say, "Drunk D&D is fun, but not good for notes,"
Not good for notes.
which is
No, it's not.
what Silrax said 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And Bang did say that he had to drink less beers and pay more attention.
He did say that.
And I drank the
New
same
Year's
amount of beers.
resolutions.
And Wilmore may have just gone inside and done a shot at tequila by himself because he's lonely, but that's a whole other story.
Lonely.
Zorak is eating
Yeah.
ice cream.
And gents, come to think of it, word on the street is that
What's a
Cloud-
street?
We got roads.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, my friend.
I was gonna say, you want me to keep giving you guys information about the dragon?
I do like your info, my friend.
Now we're talking. That he could wipe out a whole mess of orcs, which, as you know, the fire giants use orcs as their slaves or hostages. So,
Do the people around these parts know of him? I mean, maybe Johnny. What was the name of that town that's just north of here? Salamonkey, something like that.
There's a Sundabar.
Sundabar, and wasn't there one before it?
Yeah, but there's really not much going on over there.
Maybe they know about this here red dragon friend there.
Well, from what Fang was saying, it sounded like it's a little bit further north from here. A lot further north.
That's pretty far north.
That's what I'm saying.
yes, but gents, if we're going to take down the fire giants in any way, shape, or form, this could be a huge helping hand.
I'd agree to that. We just got to see how far it is from the Iron Slag.
Plus, not only that, granted, he is just a young puppa relative to his father, but we did just kick this dragon's ass, no problem.
I mean, yeah, I did. It wasn't really that much of a problem.
What was that?
What? It was a good time. I had fun.
And then I just look over at Solrak, who was missing shots left and right. But at least he's the smartest one in the group.
He is. It's brains over bronze with that one, and
Right,
looks too.
right.
That's not there either.
Which reminds me,
Eh,
maybe
figured I've saved your asses enough time. It's about time you guys killed something once.
You're right. It's about the time that you. Yeah, we're good here. We're good. I
But
think.
when it really matters, i.e., against a red dragon, you know,
It's a baby red dragon. Wasn't even a full-grown thing. Perfect practice.
All I
Yeah,
can say.
And it killed your
You-
dog right away. Almost. It was pretty damn close.
With that, Sanity comes and sits on my shoulder and goes, "Favorite pet, favorite pet."
Oh, that bird is creepy. I don't know how you tell it to talk like that.
It's a raven. They know how to talk.
Must have gave it lots of shiny things to be able to get it nice and taught up like that to be able to speak.
She mimics exactly what he says in his voice.
He shudders. Thing's fucking creepy, and just turns around and walks away.
Well, gentlemen, I mean, I hate to have a camp next to a dead red dragon, but do you think it'll attract predators?
I think if anything, it'll scare everything away.
I don't know. I think
they see dead red dragon. They see the wrecking crew right here. They put 2 and 2 together. They ain't gonna mess with us.
I'm thinking more
I feel
about
like
the
owlbears might try to eat the carcass.
They might be little hunkies.
Yeah, they might be wise to go over a little bit.
Maybe we move up a couple miles.
All right.
Or we could bury this thing or move it.
No.
I look at it and I look at him and I go, "I'm not digging a hole."
So we're moving.
All right.
See,
Johnny, you ready?
I'm already untying them. I heard you. And he starts untying the horses and getting everything back together. You guys need to make up your damn mind sometimes. And he starts getting the horses all together. And all right, guys. Well, it looks like you only have one tent to pack up now, as the other one's charred and in cinders, and it looks like it's been completely burnt away. You see just like glowing embers fading away on it currently.
I think that's fair. Let's
Can you tell whose
pack-
tent that was? If that was Chattington's or mine?
You guys both roll a d20. Whoever's higher is this is the safe one. The lower number is the burnt tent.
11.
Hey! And I look over at Chattington's burnt up tent and I go, I'm glad that's not my tent. And I go, put mine away.
And I go, well, I guess I'm bunking with someone. Although hopefully I actually like run it real quick and like pull out like a little foot locker that's like a little like singed. And it's like, well, I think we're okay. And I put it in my satchel.
You put the burnt tent in your satchel?
No, because like I imagine we put the tent up, I put the thing out, I put all the stuff in there.
Gotcha.
But like I went in, like I got something, and I put it in my satchel.
Gotcha. Very nice. Johnny looks like he's got the horse and buggy all ready to go. If you guys are ready to get rolling out.
Since my Griffin's still a thing, I'm gonna just fly it until
Sure.
not.
Yep. At any time, also, you can command it with the figurine to magically teleport back into it too within that 6-hour period.
Oh,
if you
really?
want. Yeah.
And then can I still use it for more time, or am I still beat for another 5
Nah,
days?
it's once it's um. Yeah, nah, you have to wait 5 days again after that.
I'll stay on its back just in case something else
Cool.
shows up. Those couple hours, but I won't be too high up in case just disappears and I fall at 100 feet
No,
and die.
Love it.
Before we go on the dead dragon, I'm gonna just check my my compass, do a quick detect magic on it.
Yeah, go ahead and you run detect magic on there, and yeah, with this dead body, you're not really picking up anything from it.
Okay.
No auras of magic. With that, you guys pack it on up and be heading down the trail again to find another spot to camp out for the evening. And we will pick it up there the next time we're together at your guys' next campsite.
I love it.
All
That
right.
was great.
Great.
That was
awesome.
great.
Thank you guys, and thank you Solrak for picking my number that I rolled, because that was the red dragon encounter. So thank you.
Oh, you picked the numbers.
Yep.
What were the other options?
I might happen next time, but
Ah.
we'll see. I'll tell
Yeah.
you this. This was the hardest one.
Luckily, though, Wilmore was
just-
there to drop shit on stuff.
The
I
easiest
didn't
would have
even-
been Solrex.
I didn't even pull out, the old fat boy, if you will. I still got the trick up my sleeve that I've yet to do. Gonna do it.
Is
Didn't
that
do
it?
it.
Is that a
Didn't happen.
Fallout reference?
That's a Fallout reference. That's a nuclear reference.
Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah. Love it, guys. Great game. We'll pick it back up here when next time we're all together. I believe we're skipping this Sunday because Solrak has a show somewhere in New York City. You guys can follow him on Instagram to find out more information about that at Carlos Does the World. I'll be posting on our personal Instagram when we're playing again. Maybe we'll do it Saturday if everyone's available then. Fang's got a look on his face like, probably not. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will see.
Cool, guys. With that said, great game once again. Thanks for watching, everyone. Go ahead and take that nice long rest and watch out for those goblins under the stairs.
Hey,
Arrivederci. Peace out.
See ya.
great game. Good
Bye.
night.
Good night, guys.
Peace.